I'm alive. Actual cough that time. That's what I get for doing the gag cough at the start of every stream. Fuck. It's me. It's more Kingdom Hearts today. I think today's the Lion King level. Yeah, I think that's next. I'm still not quite sure on what I'm gonna do next stream-wise. I'm kind of like thinking either maybe Metal Gear Revengeance or even Black Mesa. I did want to do a playthrough of Black Mesa, and I've been kind of thinking about playing shoot games at some point too, because I haven't done one. I don't know. We'll see how I feel afterwards, because there's a good chance too I might be like, I want to play something short. So yeah, I'm not 100% on exactly what I'm gonna do. Also, I keep turning my head because my cat's in here, and I'm very distracted because she's so cute. So I keep petting her, and she's probably gonna be wanting out at some point because this happens also when I'm just playing shit with friends. She does not like it when I'm yapping. She likes it when I'm just sitting here chilling and quiet. And I'm gonna be yapping. Let me take the blind down so that way the game is actually on screen. Turn off the music. I need to add more stuff to my playlist for music that I know won't get hit, because it's just all Sonic music in there. I have a video game playlist, but there's... My cat just smacked my back. I have a video game playlist on my computer, but it's like also has like Katamari Damacy music, and I don't know if that's copyrighted or not. Ow! Ow, she bit me! You jerk. No, you can't come up on the desk, sweetie. You can't come up on the desk. I think she's being aggressive because I'm talking. Also, I need to call the guys. Little stinker. Hello.
There we go.
So my cat's in here for right now, trying to get on the desk, and I'm not letting her.
Damn, harsh.
I know. Evil. No, you can't come
What
up
a
on
prick.
I know, I am. I'm the worst.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm alright. I'm doing better than that McDonald's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I've heard it has a rat infestation.
Well, I heard it got review bombed, so it can't be doing too well.
Yeah, something about rats, I heard. They should really call it Exterminator, man. Actually, no, I heard they did. No, I heard they did. Apparently, the rats aren't there anymore. No, I'm serious. They fired her.
What? Oh wow, they shouldn't have done that.
No, they shouldn't have. I'm dead serious.
I mean, I also did hear she got doxxed, and it's like, no, fuck off, guys.
Yeah.
Like, we're all joking, but don't do shit like that.
Yeah.
Come on. She's technically doing the right thing.
Technically.
Like, she's absolutely...
She's legally doing the right thing. Legally.
As far as the law is concerned, she did nothing wrong.
And that's as far as I'll say. That being said, apparently, and this isn't a shock because this also rarely happens, no, she isn't getting a reward for calling it in.
Yeah, why would they reward her?
They never do.
What about all those posters that said, hey, give its information and we'll give you $10,000?
Oh, this is common here, Train, where they will, like, put up a thing that's like, hey, we'll give you all this money if you give us tips, and then they go, oh, that's funny, no money, fuck off.
Free beer, now I have your attention.
Yeah, pretty much. But, also, today is, Lion King Day.
Just in time for, I think, there's a Lion King prequel coming out. I keep seeing casual posters for like Mufasa, and I'm like, well, that's a movie that needs to exist.
I mean, it's coming out, but it's also coming out next to fucking Sonic 3, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, who gave a shit before, but it's coming out next to Sonic 3, so he gives a shit even more, you know?
Man, imagine telling yourself of like 10 years ago that Sonic 3 and a Lion King prequel would go head to head, and the bet is now Sonic 3 is gonna win.
I think I would have bet on it because Disney live. Well, it depends on how much. What would I know? Like, would I just hear just
the year of 2014? We'd have said
2014,
Very-
I would have expected a live-action remake. Oh, wait, they would have announced it as a live-action remake still. So I would be like, I don't think so. But I also be like, but I would probably also at the time being like, well, if we're 3 Sonics in at that point, I would know Sonic is already being successful as a film. So I would be betting on Sonic at that point. But then again, oh wait, no, 2014, the fuck that people were really digging those live action fucking remakes at that time. So no, maybe it's hard to tell. Maybe I would be like, man, Sonic's gonna lose that one. Maybe I would have at that time, even though I'd be like, man, these live action Disney movies suck. I don't know. It's hard to tell when there's like you have the equivalent of hindsight in this scenario. But at the same time, I think maybe back then it would have done better because people liked those back then for some reason, like general audiences. Yeah, they used to eat those fucking things up.
It's because they could get to go and see a Disney movie without having to worry about being seen as.
Even though it's still a kids movie, it's still a kids movie. It's just in a.
But there's a difference when it's a.
It's just less artistic because it's shit.
No, there's just less social pressure. I guess there's just.
I'm talking about the film itself, not the social pressure thing, because that's a thing that's very much a. I'm gonna guess probably also over in your end of things, but definitely here where people are like, oh, but cartoon kids.
I'll put it this way. There's not a lot. There's some movies which will come out where I'm like, oh yeah, I'd like to see that, but I'm not going to go and see it because it'd be really weird for a guy in his 30s to go and see this movie on his own in a theater that's going to have a bunch of kids.
Okay, yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you can't escape the fact that it's going to be real weird. So when it was some things where I'm like, yeah, I'll not be seeing my nieces in time to be able to trick them to going. So I'll just wait for home release.
Will you be able to trick them for Sonic 3, or will you just go?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I actually might. Weirdly enough, my sister might go, and might go with me, and I'm not sure if that's better or worse. Because I made her watch like the first 2, and then she wound up enjoying them.
I did hear a confirmation that Live and Learn is in the movie.
I mean, we already knew that from the trailer.
Oh no, I mean the full thing, not just the leitmotif. Apparently, the full song's in it.
Neat. I assume when spoilers, Sonic and Shadow go super.
Yeah, people like one person that got to get an early screening said that the full song is in there, and that's the only. And honestly, that's the only spoiler that I'm okay with knowing, and it's the only one that I know. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I've mostly avoided spoilers too.
Because like that is a spoiler. I'm like, yeah, no, this isn't a real spoiler to me. This is just a little bit of fan service, and I like that. And I like that they're going more into the movie, the video games, like, soundtrack. Like, come on. Sonic has a great OST, for fuck's sake.
We're also just going straight into the game's plots, because...
Yeah. You know what? Here's my spicy take. Sonic games usually have a better OST than Mario. I say usually because there's a couple of Sonic games with bad OSTs. They're just very rare.
That's a spicy take. I'm pretty sure consistently most people are like... Yeah, Sonic's music is just overall, like, on the average, better than Mario's.
I don't know. Some people are weird about Mario.
Yeah, some people, but I feel like if you compare the vast majority of, if you get the vast majority of people who are in the know, and you're like, hey, who's better, Mario or Sonic in terms of music? Most people are going to go, well, sure, Mario's iconic, but did you hear Chemical Plant Zone?
I saw a comment on an upload of Chemical Plant Zone where apparently like this one guy when he was a kid was playing the game. His dad ran into the room when he was on Chemical Plant Zone and turned up the fucking TV just to listen to the music. Which I mean,
good track.
I mean, completely understandable. It's a great track. I think the only track I like more in 2 is Metropolis Zone.
Yeah, fair.
But also, I'm also that one crazy person who does not hate Metropolis Zone at all.
But like, that's my point. Is that on average, like overall, Sonic music is like infinite. Is just so much better than Mario music. Like, there's
also, man, they did a really good job.
You'll get like you'll get weirdos. You will definitely get weirdos who'll be like, actually, but they're like the minority. That's like, you know.
Gotcha. Also,
just like people
one second for off topic. They just did the recreation of like Mufasa's death, and man, they did a great job recreating it in this game.
I mean, once again, this game has incredible animations for its time.
Yeah, but I guess more of a hot take is that typically if I'm definitely more of a Sonic than a Mario guy, though I like Mario too. But like, it's more of a thing where I'll grab like one of the old like Sonic games that I really like, or even just a Sonic game that I like in general, and I'll just play it casually over like grabbing a Mario. But like that, but like I will say, like there's one time where I'm like, yeah, if you were to now it depends on your matchups too, to be fair. But usually I'd probably pick the Sonic game. But like for example, when Superstar and Wonder both dropped, I bought both. In the end, I Wonder is a fucking great game, and Superstar has so many problems. It's not bad; it just has a lot of problems, and it's also one of the few 2D Sonic games I never beat the true ending to because the final boss was annoying.
Yeah, sounds about right. But yeah, I don't think that is a controversial opinion to go. Man, Sonic music good.
But I'm
Even discounting the disgraced aspect of the soundtrack for these games.
oh, you're talking about for three
Yeah,
because of MJ.
because of,
Well,
'cause
actually,
of
to be
that
fair, from what I
guy.
understand, apparently MJ didn't even do the music. It was one of the people that works for MJ that was doing it. He was
Oh
commissioned on,
yeah,
but he wasn't actually the one doing it.
yeah, I know. But the problem is it's not so much about what he actually contributed or not. It's the fact that
Like
his name is
like
attached to that. So
like Ice Cap Zone is literally just a version of one of the Jetsons songs called Hard Times. Really good song, by the way. Which makes sense considering Ice Cap Zone in the original release is literally my favorite track. So, of course I would like the actual song too. Actually, fun fact too, Sonic 2's OST was done by a member of a Japanese band, and the ending theme is essentially a cover of one of his songs.
neat.
That was like a love song because early in development at one point, Tails was going to be a girl.
Yeah, it tracks.
They probably decided against it because Amy exists. That's my guess because both games were in development around the same time, but I don't know.
If I had,
I just know that at one point Tails was going to be a girl.
if I had to guess, I would put it down to good old fashioned misogyny.
Probably.
You can't have a girl as a playable character.
Actually, to be fair, well, at least Sega of Japan had a number of like playable female leads, but a lot of them we never saw stateside.
Yeah. Instead, we get Sally Acorn, who they didn't want to have be a thing.
Yeah.
I have like nothing against.
Oh
Sally
no, I got
Acorn.
nothing against Sally Acorn. Sally AM, I think Sally AM's good, but I don't like it as a Sonic thing. If that makes sense.
I think
I just it's the I kind of like I'm not big on its tone for Sonic. If that makes sense.
Well, see, that's the thing. I think Sat AM has problems, but is overall fine. But I think that like it's also proven how like wasted, or it's almost wasted potential. And I don't blame the show because they got cut short. But what I
Yeah,
mean is, it's like
because they didn't even get to do their ending.
not certain people who were involved in the comic. No, fuck those people. But the Sonic comic definitely did like highlight. Oh, here's a lot of things you can do with this setup.
Oh yeah, yeah. So Archie, ow, I'm dead.
But not that guy. You know the one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the Archie
We won't
comics,
even speak his name unless it invokes him.
So the Archie comics are very hit or miss. I feel like there's a bit more misses, even discounting Ken Penders. Oh shit, I said it. Fuck.
You invoked his name!
Oh no, he's gonna show up now.
He's gonna show up and tell us about his fucking Mary Sue called Julie Sue.
Hey, hold on a second.
Fool.
Also, man, maybe I need to go back because I got fucked up by the first encounter like really hard. So maybe I should go back to Traverse Town and see if there's some like defense items I can buy.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because I got fucked up. Let me just go there real quick and see. But
the thing, I think what really like when the Sonic comic becomes like actually good is when Ian Flynn takes over.
oh yeah.
Hence why he's doing it these days.
Yeah, and like the IDW comic, I need to like really read it, like read a lot of it. But like everything I've gotten to get my hands on and read has been really good. And one thing I said too about like all of his OCs versus the ones that were in the Archie books is all the Sonic OCs made for IDW look like Sonic characters. If I don't know if that makes sense, me saying that, but they look like Sonic characters, where a lot of the ones in Archie didn't really look like Sonic characters, like ones that like would be in a Sonic game.
Mm.
Like a lot of the ones that they did there, if you put them in a Sonic game, I'd just look at you like you do heads. Where like if fucking like Tangle and Whisper and Surge showed up, I'd be like, yeah, these are Sonic characters. Yeah, they're here.
To slightly change subject real quick. A friend of mine has been replaying Mass Effect 1. He's not bought the Legendary Collection, thank God. But he's replaying it from like his old copy. And it did get me thinking, man, if BioWare was literally any other company in the world, they'd have been fucking killed.
Honestly, thinking about it, and this isn't me rooting for their death, mind you, the fact that they're like the only EA studio I can think of who, despite anything, they didn't actually then take out back and shoot. Mind you, again, I'm not rooting for it. It's just like odd, like when I think about it.
Rooting for it, but it's the case. But you know, how many other like studios has EA just killed?
That made like one game that didn't do well, and or did slightly less than expected, and then they strangled it with a fucking piano wire.
I'm sorry, your horror game didn't make like $70 billion. You're dead. Your friends are fucking dead. Your mom's going to hell.
Fuck you. I need to remember the whole AVGN line, but I love that fucking bit. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Alright, what you got? But
yeah, every other company that has ever been like owned by EA had like not even a dud, but a game that just didn't make $1 billion. So it's like, well, time to help. It'll hurt me more than it hurts you. I don't think it will, blammo. And BioWare's like, hey, we had Mass Effect 3, which sold well, but everyone hated. And then we made Andromeda, which didn't sell well and everyone hated. And we made Dragon Age, like several Dragon Age games that sold okay, but everyone hated.
It's weird. Genuinely. Just like when you look at everything else.
We made a Sonic game that nobody played, and now you can't play.
It's weird. It really is weird.
Yeah.
You know, I should buy Donald a new wand. I know I usually bench him when I get the new guy, but at some point I'm going to have to use him.
In theory.
Just a theory. But, yeah, it is kind of nutty when you think about it.
Like I said, no other company got that leeway.
No.
Looking at you, Dead Space team. Sniff, sniff, boo-hoo.
Our fucking... Burnout is fucking crazy to me, because... So, Burnout Paradise sucked, and then they were like, alright, we're gonna resurrect the Burnout series. Okay, what are you gonna do? We're gonna remaster one of the games. Oh, cool, is it gonna be 3? Maybe Revenge? Paradise! Okay, you just want to say no, nobody wants Burnout. That's all you're trying to do here. Fuck you. Asshole.
Hey, if it works.
God. That game sucked.
It's like Nintendo at F-Zero 99.
It's like those 3 people that try to convince you that Blur was a good game. Fuck off.
Well, we gave you an F-Zero, and you didn't care for it. It's like, because it's not really an F-Zero.
You didn't give us an actual F-Zero, you fucking piece of shit.
What was that? Mario Kart 8 for the 3rd time? Gotcha.
There you go. Oh, so I need to equip abilities to these characters. It's been a bit. Automatically sets a reaction. Hyper healing. Yeah, I get that. Okay. But yeah, it's I don't know, just dumb.
Did you get the Power Rangers game, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, you got thoughts, have you?
I refunded it.
Ooh.
So, not Kingdom Hearts. The game is not good. Wait, hold on. Now I need to put that on Goofy, not you. Oh wait, no, Goofy already has that, I think. So You... Okay. My brain is in two places because I'm also trying to quip shit to people. Give me a second. Let me just finish doing this so I can then, like, more focus on yapping. Okay. There we go. So, I bought it. I didn't even end up finishing the first level because from when we saw like the footage, we thought it was gonna be a Shredder's Revenge like clone. Which, by the way, I would have loved. I wish it was that. I genuinely wish it was that because that's all I really wanted. But it's very slow. It's very unresponsive to your presses. Like, so you know how in Shredder's Revenge, like, for example, if you do the dodge roll, like, you can do it, and there's, like, 1 frame cooldown before you can do it again?
Yeah.
In Power Rangers, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can roll again. The movement is slow, like I said, the attacks are very, like, stiff feeling. The jump attack for, like, the dive kick. So, you remember how in the old Turtles games, the dive kick was, like, you would come up and you would kind of, like, sharply go down? Like, it wasn't, like, terrible, but it was a little weird, but you can get used to it. Okay, imagine that, but if it felt like but it felt like it was even, like, tighter, like, hard, like, it was, like, it felt like even, like, more, like you were in glue.
Okay.
All the characters play the same. They don't have any, like, different stats or anything like that. And the putties and the grabbing in the game doesn't always work for you. And man, do the putties like grabbing you. They love grabbing you. And they move at a normal rate where you don't. In fact, the only time the game feels like it moves at a pace that makes more sense is when you get a power up that speeds you up. I'm not even kidding. And then they have the rewind thing. So there's a gimmick in stages, and this is where I was like, okay, yeah, this just isn't fun too. On top of it, not controlling well, feeling like shit, and this is the part that was like broke my back. So they have these parts where the putties will bring out these vials of a time stone thing, and the time stone thingy will tick down. You have to try and break it. And then it'll explode, because you can't break it in one go no matter what. And then, after it does that, you then have to redo... Everything gets reset. You have to do it again, but it retains its damage. And you just gotta keep doing this over, and over, and over, and over, and over, and over, and over. And it sucks.
Well, like, that makes me wonder how much it was... if it was balanced, like, on the intention that everybody, like, so you'll be with multiple people.
Probably. But here's what I say. Here's how you can tell if a beat-em-up's good or not. Play it by yourself. I'm serious. If you want to know if a beat-em-up is actually a good video game, play it single player. Because if you play multiplayer, yeah, you're going to have fun with it, because you can have fun with absolute dreck with your friends. But I'd rather play good games with my friends, so that's why I would rather play Shredder's Revenge with my friends, or by myself. Or a multitude of other beat-em-ups, like Fight and Rage, Streets of Rage, any of them other than 3. Actually, no, I'd rather play 3 than this game. And I don't like 3.
What about Final Fight Streetwise?
I'll be fair. I can't honestly give you an answer on that one, because I never touched that game. Nor did I want to.
Coward.
Now, the Power Rangers game is very pretty. The sprites are fucking amazing. The music that I got to hear was great. The presentation is amazing. It's just a shame about the gameplay, though. Which is why I'm like, why did IGN give this a fucking 8? Did we play the same game? And the only answer I can think of is literally just them and like 5 people playing it together, and that was it. And they were just, you know, going, "Remember Power Rangers?" the entire time.
Would make sense.
Without actually, like, focusing on any of the gameplay.
I mean, it's IGN, what do you expect?
True. But, they're not the only ones. I think GameSpot's the only one that gave it, like, a low score. In terms of, like, major outlets. This is the only time I'm talking about review scores, because I just want to make fun of this, because I'm like, this is clearly not a good game. What the fuck's wrong with you people? But anyway, that I strongly don't recommend it, especially because it's not only is it's also expensive too. It was like I bought it on a slight discount because I pre-ordered it, but yeah, even with the pre-order was 30 and like 30 was like 30 American, and if you bought it as of this stream, it's like 35. So like it's not worth the money either. Like if it was $10, I probably would have just shrugged the expense and kept moving. And it doesn't help at the same time while this was going on, while this game wasn't good at all, I've been playing, and I still am playing, fucking Anton Blast, which is really fucking good. It's the game that's a lot like Wario Land 4. Because, I mean, hey,
Yeah.
fucking Nintendo ain't making Wario Land games anymore. Why not have two indie inspired by Wario Land games? Talking about Pizza Tower in it. Why not? Nintendo ain't fucking doing it.
Why not indeed?
If the companies aren't making the game, fucking just go, fine, I'll do it myself and sell it. But
That's not the Nintendo way, though, is it?
Well, Nintendo hates making money. But they do like lawsuits.
Exactly.
They love lawsuits.
Yeah, we'll see how this Power thing plays out.
I am curious of it, and I am... Even though I don't care for Plow World, I'm rooting for it because I fucking hate this shit. I don't have to like a game for me to be like, I think this shit is stupid, fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also, the Game Awards are today, later. The only thing I'm really going to be waiting for is when I see who the last Tekken character is for the season. That's all I fucking care about. I can't wait for that to finally get dropped, probably after they fucking say Multiverse 1 Fighting Game of the Year or some stupid shit.
I mean, I just want to see how many awards Elden Ring manages to cheese out this year.
God, fucking hell. By the way, also, we get to make fun of... I'm going to make fun of fucking Gamers TM, too, because the Players' Choice Awards, last I checked, the 5 finalists, or the 5, like, I don't know if like, finalists is the right word, but the 5 that were still there were, fucking 3 gotchas, the Elden Ring DLC, and the fucking Wukong game. One actual video game. I don't even care for it, and I'm like, this is the only one I look at here, and I'm like, yeah, you should be here because you're a fucking video game.
Damn, Astrobot's not in this final? Oh, shame.
This is the Player's Choice. No, Shadow X Sonic got fucking annihilated like the first round of the Player's Choice. So that I look at that because I want to, because I always like, because since Gamers TM like yell at journalists a lot, which I do too. I also am the kind of guy who turns the barrel the other way and goes, "You guys are just as stupid."
I mean, I didn't expect Sonic and Shadow to win anything. I expected that game to. The fact it was even up for contention, I thought was a miracle.
It was contention in Player's Choice only.
Yeah, I still thought that was a miracle.
But yeah, 3 gotchas, the fucking Elden Ring DLC, because From Soft fans that aren't Armored Core fans are stupid and eat glue by the gallon.
HD Dance, a whole new game.
Whole new game.
Whole new game.
It's a whole new game. It's a whole new game.
It's basically Elden. You know, if you really squint and don't think about it, it's basically Elden Ring 2.
Yeah, it's basically Elden Ring 2, just as shit. Just as shit as 1. It's the Miyazaki do proper level design challenge, impossible. It's the Miyazaki make the mechanics fucking function properly challenge, impossible. It's the Miyazaki... Okay, I'm done.
I mean, you're not, but I'm just gonna sit here and not say anything until you stop. So that's the game we're playing.
But yeah, no. I mean, I already knew I've always made fun of them for it because like the fucking Steam Awards, I've always made fun of where it's just like people can vote for literally anything. If I had a fucking fan base, I would use it for evil Steam Awards specifically, just to try and get bad rats every year. I would just do that every year, just just as my fuck you to these awards because I think they're stupid.
Give everything to Astrobot.
Well,
Yes, everything.
Well, Astrobot's not on Steam.
I don't care. I'm just saying, give everything to Astrobot.
I mean, I get that.
Anything else.
I can't even talk about Astrobot because I don't have a PS5, and see, really, like, I think the thing that it's the only thing that's on PS5 that I don't think would ever come to PC that I would want to play, and I'm not buying an expensive piece of hardware for one video game, even if it does look really good.
Might come to PC, but
I'm not sure if it will because it has like that weird controller thing with like the wind blowing.
Oh, right. Yeah, the controller. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I discounted it as one that probably won't, because I was looking at some of the mechanic stuff, because I'm like, they would have to adjust the game with the idea that you don't have that kind of function, and I don't know if they would.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like controller exclusive stuff in that.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't think it would. Oops, I accidentally saved over that. Uh-oh. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine, he lied. But, yeah, so, like, I just don't think it will because of that. I wouldn't mind being wrong, mind you, because I would love to play it. Like, if they said, hey, in fucking May, Astrobot for PC, I'd be like, alright, I'm there. Gimme. Because, that would definitely, like, even looking at it, I'm like, yeah, it would be a contender for my personal game of the year. I'm not quite sure what my game of the year is going to actually be. I'm still like trying to figure that out. I have my list, and basically I'm gonna obviously we usually do it after the new year, so I have time. But
I remember what came out this year now.
I always list like the new games and also the games that are new to me because I always count them as well.
No, I think about games, think, oh yeah, I'll probably remember this, and then don't remember it, and then when we record, I go and look up a list of games that came out this year and be like, oh yeah, I did play that, yeah, that counts.
Oh, I'm a psychopath, and I just start making a notepad literally at the start of the year.
Oh yeah, Rebirth came out this year.
Like I have, like I still have the notepad, and I still have things, like I have 2 disappointments listed. So that'll be fun. I don't usually put a whole lot of things in disappointments because like, for example, I'll say right now like Elden Ring is not in disappointments because that doesn't really count. There's 2 things in disappointments that do count. I'll mention them when we do it. But right now I'm not sure what my, like I said, I have to go through it and then kind of decide what are going to be it. Because one of the ways I also weight things typically is I usually like to have on the top 5, I like to try to make them usually be games that came out this year rather than like just games that are new to me. But I kind of do like a weird mental weighted scale on that, depending on like, where yeah, you get subtraction on that, but if I liked it a lot, so and so forth. Like I said, I gotta really like think about it. Though I'm pretty sure the actual game of the year will be a game that came out this year. Like for me, like my actual like number 1 slot. It's not like the other, like the last like couple of years where like I immediately had a game locked in as number 1, and it just stayed like that forever and didn't get changed, and even when we went and did it.
Mine's probably like some split between Rebirth, Astrobot, and Trails through Daybreak at the moment. I haven't worked out a proper ordering yet.
Yeah. I know Tekken 8 and Grand Blue Versus are going to be in the top, I'm pretty sure.
Hi-Fi Rush was probably on the list, but very low.
Neo 2 is probably going to make it into the top 10, because I really, really like that game. I'm pretty sure, and Anton Blast is probably going to get on there. Gravity Circuit, which was a game that came out last year that I've played for the first time this year, will probably make it in, because that was really fucking good. I strongly recommend that game. That's crazy. It actually takes a bit for you to actually get Mufasa on your team. I say crazy as in like, like all the other ones you just like get them almost immediately.
Yeah,
Not that I'm complaining. It's just interesting.
I mean, it helps that most of the other characters in their respective movies, spend most of those movies being more proactive, or at least like not a depressed, sad sack who's literally running away from everything for a good chunk of the movie.
True, but
Unlike, personally, I blame Kimber. I reckon Kimber goes to bed every night praying for Simba's death.
while sleeping inside the pelt of his dad.
Yeah.
But what was it? But yeah, there's a couple of games that came out this year that I really liked. So, like I say, it's a thing where I'm gonna have to really sit down and think about it. It's gonna be interesting. I know Shadow X Sonic's gonna get on there because to me, like I said, one of my rules is like remakes and remakes specifically have to have enough different for it to count. And in my brain, the Shadow campaign alone is a fucking game by itself. So
yeah, the movie DLC should be out today or tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll have to play that too. If it comes out today, I'll play it tonight. God, the game is so fucking good. It was so good.
I mean, that's the thing.
I had no complaints about the Shadow stuff. It was so good.
Shadow Generations basically is a completely separate game that's been stuck onto
an older game.
Generations remaster.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is fine. Generations is one of the best games they've made in recent years.
Yeah, it's one of the best Sonic games. That's fine. It's like the equivalent of like when you buy like a different Sonic game and it comes with like Sonic 1 or 2 in it. That's what it feels like to me. Because like I don't think any of us, because a lot of us already had Generations that we could still like pop in or even had it on PC. I think most of us just bought it because we wanted to play Shadow. Like, I don't think any of us were really like, man, I want this new version of Generations. And I think none of us really cared. We just wanted Shadow.
I mean, my copy of Generations was locked on a 360 that I don't even know if I have most of the stuff for anymore, so...
I mean, it works on that. It works on that token for preservation, too, as well. So, like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I think the version that you get in, the Generations version that you get in it, is also the best version of Generations, so like it's a win-win. You get an enhanced version of Generations, which was already a good game, and you get the fucking Shadow video game, which is amazing.
Well, the point was I was buying it for Shadow anyway, so getting Generations
it was just like extra
question mark.
It was just extra, honestly, because the Shadows campaign is about as long as the Sonic campaign. So like, yeah, it's a fucking, like, especially even if you already have it, it's a good deal. If you don't have it, like, oh, congratulations, you just got 2 very good video games. Enjoy your delicious treat.
The only real issue I have with Generations is the stuff that from the original release, like the final boss being the worst.
Oh yeah, that's
Super Sonic bosses usually suck. This Time Eater especially sucks.
Yeah,
but especially Time Eater. Also because it's
I'd rather deal with Time Eater though than the Supersonic boss you get in Superstars. I will tell you that for free.
I haven't played Superstars, so for me, Time Eater's still the worst. And try to beat I just need one more trophy to get it platinum. Maybe I'll just try that. What could I possibly need? Beat Time Eater without taking any damage. But what qualifies as taking damage?
Good question, Mega Man. Also, actually, Lion Simba controls really nicely in this game, or Lion Sora, I mean.
Yeah, he's pretty quick and he's quick and speedy.
Yeah, he feels good. Man, this game is fucking good. It's a good video game.
Controversial opinion, good game is good.
Yeah, controversial opinion, I think this is probably still the best Kingdom Hearts game. Like, revisiting it, like, I'm like, no, this game is still fucking great. I'm like, yeah, no, I was right as a teenager. I'm like, no, I was right as a teenager. This is better than 1, and what the fuck was 3 again? I forgot about that game. But, at some point I'll probably do 3 on stream, but not for a while.
I mean, 3 is fine, it's just... It's one of the things where for everything that was going against me, it's technically a marvel that it is the state that it is as good as it is, or or people like it as much as they do because like yeah, the hype going into 3 was pretty nuts. So the fact that it is just good is kind of a miracle. I do agree that it's just not as good as 2, but like, yeah, 1 and 2 are just really high benchmarks.
I felt like it was kind of like when I was playing it, it felt kind of middling. I felt like I was going through the motions playing it.
That's fair, but I think those motions overall are pretty solid.
Eh. Like the combat, I really wasn't liking in that game. But
my only real gripe with the combat is there's just too much stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't really have a good flow, the combat in that game. But, yeah, this game, though, fucking great. But, oh, yeah, actually, because I mentioned the Tekken character is going to get announced today. Any thoughts on who you think or want or anything? I know you're not really like a big, like, fight game guy, but I'm just curious.
I usually am. It's just this year I've had other things to get invested in, so I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll pick it. Like, I'm interested in Tekken 8 story, so I might pick it up when it's like on sale.
Fair.
But
which I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes on sale in the near future.
I mean, who have they announced for Tekken 8 so far to come back?
So we know they teased for season 2 Anna. She's been teased via a helicopter that's shooting at Nina and has like all her logo and shit on it in a paint job for her. In season 1 we have Eddie, Heihachi, Lurio, and we don't know. And the last character is the one we don't know yet, but will be announced tonight. But because they had a story expansion with like Eddie, Luria, and Heihachi, people are suspecting it'll probably be a guest character.
You know what? I'm gonna guess Terry Bogard.
Honestly, it'd be really funny at this point. Terry Bogard becomes the Shovel Knight of fighting in crossover characters. Actually, that's outdated. You don't really see Shovel Knight just appearing in everything much anymore these days.
No.
Shovel Knight still only has 2 games, and they're remaking the first one. This isn't a joke.
Good for Shovel Knight.
But I'm not really sure who I think. I've heard like various characters getting like where people are like thinking like, oh, it might be this one. Like Tifa's a big one that people think.
No.
So I'm weird when it comes to Tifa. I'm like, if she got in, would I think it's cool? I mean, yeah, I think it'd be cool. But man, people are really fucking annoying with it in both regards. So I'm like, okay, on the one hand, if Tifa gets in, sure, I'll probably play her and it'll be fine, and what have you. But man, certain people are gonna be really annoying about it. If she doesn't get in, man, it's gonna piss off those really annoying people, and that would be funny.
Well, I don't think she's gonna get in, so I think it's a moot point anyway.
But
I think if you were going to do like the FF7, if you were going to do a Final Fantasy overlap, I genuinely think they just bite the bullet and put in Cloud.
But
because it's not as if they put in like they put Noctis in 7, so
yeah, but they also had like Geese.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that
Negan.
Yeah, but I just think of it as who is Square going to be more up for licensing out. Like, SNK will be like SNK are whores. They'll
SNK will be like, Terry, could you do Terry, please, Terry. But I really want Iori, Terry. All right, Terry.
Interesting way to say Terry.
But I mean, if it's Cloud, I don't really care. If it's a 7 character, I'd rather it be Tifa because it's a punchy character.
Yeah, I know what you'd rather, and I know what everyone would rather. And I know what would make more sense. But I'm telling you now, it wouldn't be her. It will be Cloud if they're going to do a seven. If they're going to do a seven rep.
But so that's one of the big ones, and like I said, that's my thoughts on it. I've heard whispers of Ichiban over Kiryu actually.
I mean, probably if only because the Yakuza guy was literally like, Kiryu would never be in a fighting game.
Though the guy who said that is no longer at the company, so in the second he was out of the company, there was a skin for Kiryu in that one Rainbow Six game, which has playable women that you can just beat the shit out of or get beat the shit out of by. So I suspect Sega probably doesn't care. There is a possibility because they did announce a new. It's a re-release and it's like an actual like real re-release, like a big boy one, not a fucking shit one, by the fucking Yakuza team. Funny enough, too, a Virtual Fighter. So there's a non-0% chance of a Virtual Fighter rep.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of figuring out which character would be the one that Harada would like, because Harada would be able to take his pick of characters.
Bring back Forest Law.
Forest Law isn't a Virtual Fighter character.
Yeah, I know. I just decided, you know what? I'm going to say Forest Law. He only had one game. Get that boy back in here.
Bring him back. But,
Actually, Armor King's not in Tekken 8, is he? Maybe it'll be Armor King.
You're guessing on the idea of if it could also be a non-guest character, I'm going to guess?
I mean, I'm throwing stuff out there. I still say my actual guess is Terry Bogard. But I also think non-guest, but it's just someone who's not like story relevant in the way that like Heihachi and Eddie can be. So it'll be
I was gonna say. Well, no, Eddie had some ties where you can use, but then again, you had Lydia who, got, who was given like this fucking like blow up of like main character pants for like a minute before she gets like fucking slapped around by Heihachi, which is fucking hilarious.
So.
And they treated her like she had always been a thing. Where it felt like the Poochie thing with like, this person, and like even like they're like, Lydia, you are you're perfect of body, mind, and heart, blah 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 blah. Which, by the way, I think is really funny if you think about the in terms of the story of the DLC. So the plot of the DLC is taking place. It takes place alongside the main plot. Lydia initially enters the tournament because this is like, Kazi doing the thing is like, yeah, I'm holding this tournament. Any country that loses, I'm gonna fucking blow up. I'm gonna fucking kill you. So Lydia joins the tournament, fights Reina in one of the matches, and then Reina basically, and then like a bunch of fucking Tekken monks show up, and Reina's like, hey, yo, I heard, hey, Hachi's alive still. Did you hear that? And then Reina goes, I'm gonna bow out of this fucking apocalypse prevention fight to go fucking find this old man in the mountains. Because he killed my grandpa a long time ago, and I want to see what's up. I'm just saying, she's kind of a selfish asshole.
I mean, she knew that she wasn't really a main character, and other people had it.
I don't know. She did the main character power up twice, except for the second time it was against Heihachi while you're controlling Heihachi, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, but everyone knows when. I feel like a lot of people know when they're a jobber.
And, well, no, because they made her essentially on par with Heihachi before he got his power up in this plot. I'm not kidding. It's so stupid.
I mean, Heihachi's a super old man, so.
Yeah, it's Heihachi Mishima, though.
Is it bringing her up or is it bringing him down? And also, he got thrown into a volcano.
I mean, either way, is it good? No, fuck
At
this.
a certain point, you'd think maybe he should just.
Fuck this. Fuck this scrappy ass character. I fucking hate Lydia. She sucks.
Yeah, but you are a misogynist, to be fair.
No, because I play characters who are good, and Lydia just happens to not be good. I also don't like Shaheen, but then again, I also like her. Nobody fucking plays him either, but he got in somehow, and no one even requested him. Like Lydia, at least people you'd say like, well, they tricked them into saying that. Oh no, we really want her. No, we only didn't pick her because she was the last DLC character. We swear. Okay, why are you picking her now? Oh well, it's because she's bad in this game. Okay, so why is Asuka, who's considered to be one of the lower characters in the fucking roster tier wise. Why is she in like the exact middle of pick rates? Riddle me that, Batman! Also, Kuma won the last Tekken tournament for this season. Yeah, Akuma won. That's fucking cool. It's the same guy who won with Panda back in 7.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, Tekken's in a healthy spot if Kuma and Panda are viable.
Yeah. But,
yeah, just wait for Leroy 2.0 to come out, though.
That's called Dragunov. He's still there.
No, Dragunov is like Proto Leroy. The reason
why people were so happy about Kuma winning is because it wasn't fucking Dragunov.
Dragunov's so dynamic and interesting.
Once he gets nerfed once again, people will not play him again. They only play him when he's busted. In every game, when it comes out, he gets to be busted for a hot minute before he gets fucking patched. This one's been the longest run of him not getting fucking nerfed. Kind of insane.
Yeah, well, just because yeah, well. I'm sure they'll nerf him eventually, or they'll just release a character who fucking makes him invalidated anyway.
The guest character.
I mean, highly likely.
I have to cheer up Simba. But yeah, I've heard. I'm trying to think of any other ones that I heard like rumblings of. I wouldn't mind a Virtua Fighter character, but I wouldn't be really like. I like Virtua Fighter, but I also would be like, it's whatever, it's okay.
Well, certainly possible, but as I said, the only one I'm like hard going, yeah, no, is Tifa.
A Yakuza character would be cool. The one I would want the most isn't even Kiryu. It would be fucking Majima. I'm trying to think if there's any.
How the police guy from Yakuza 4, just because he's never been in it, just because he never even gets mentioned ever, like after Yakuza 4, just have him come back.
Oh, God, and it sucks too because he was like basically like he was so cool in that game too. Fuck, and he would have been a great setup for a new main character, and they're just like, nah. But not that I'm against Ichiban, mind you. I fucking love Ichiban too. But you know what I mean. Because we talked about before the whole they'll never retire Kiryu, even they really should. Even though I fucking love Kiryu.
Yeah, they should have retired him at 6, and the fact that they didn't, and it's like, okay, this character's basically never going away. Which is fine, but, does remove a lot of tension.
Yeah. Well, he has cancer now, so he's not as strong. He's got a debuff.
Yeah, but then he'll get over his cancer, and then he'll be fine.
in the next game, or maybe in this game, I don't know. I haven't played it.
Then he'll punch cancer, and or do a heat action on cancer, and then then Kiryu said, "My power is maximum."
He punched it like he punched that tiger.
Yeah. Which, like I said, it's fine in terms of branding, but in terms of story, it's like, 6 should have been the end of Kiryu.
Yeah.
Well, whether you killed him or you just let him quietly go into the sunset.
I think other than having him as like a thing that exists or like you can run into, I think honestly that would be at most is all he should have had. But
leave it ambiguous. Be like, yeah, there sure is a Cosmic Kiryu out there somewhere.
Maybe they have like a couple of NPCs that are like waddling around with different names that you're like, is that Kiryu?
Or just
maybe an EXE boss fight.
Yeah, but so yeah. I mean, I'm curious what else might come out of the Game Awards, but honestly, it's just not even worth being agitated about because it's like, I
don't really like. I'm not even gonna really cover like results next time, other than like I might mention next week pointing and laughing if fucking Multiverse wins, because of course I'm gonna point and laugh at that if it wins a fighting game. The whole setup is so dire. We know the ending, so I don't really care. We know they're gonna give a bunch of shit to Ellen the DLC. We know that. There's no point in me like putting my hands up and giving a shit. it's not even funny because we already had the conclusion. Like, you know, like I said, the only reason I even talked about it because there were some funny things in nominations and that, because I wasn't even gonna bother talking about it this year, and then I was like, okay, well they did some funny shit, so I'll mention it. Because I'm just bored of it. Because it was funny at one point to like be like, oh okay, let's guess what dumb shit they're gonna do, but I'm just bored of it now. You know, just it's not as funny as it used to be to me.
It's just the same shit it's always been, which is the discount Oscars and
Yeah,
more about rewarding names than rewarding, talent.
yeah,
Like, every award ceremony.
yeah.
It's never really about, like...
Well, don't worry, they always put one indie darling and pretend like they're gonna give it something. This year's Balatro.
It doesn't matter, because it's just...
Oh, no, I just... No, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we know the way they do things. Like, I was mentioning, like, there's always the one indie game. Just one. There's always... that's, like, the one thing that's, like, quote-unquote different. Like, last year they put Pizza Tower up. They didn't give Pizza Tower anything, and the devs themselves were like, oh, thank God, I'm glad. I didn't want to go up on stage. I didn't want to talk. Because they got flown out for it, too.
I mean, I just said no. I just said no. I don't want to go. What if you win? Well, you just have to You just have to stand on stage and be really fucking awkward. And I should do something in like a major. Making it sound really easy, but I should just do something in like a major media style, being like do something like an award-winning movie or award-winning video game, just so when they call my name up for the award, I can go up and be like, "Don't accept this. This is stupid, dumb bullshit, and you're all a bunch of hack fakes. Peace out." And then and then drop the trophy on the ground like it's a fucking foot, like I'm scoring a touchdown, because I am mentally. And then I just leave. Actually, and also rock up in just my pajamas because I'm like, it's late at night, guys. I'm just gonna go to bed when I leave, which is right now.
You gotta do it. You gotta go fully into it too. You gotta have like a little like cartoon nightcap on too.
Oh, when you said fully, I thought you were like, you gotta go naked. I'm like,
no. I mean, like you gotta have like the oversized PJs, the fucking nightcap on.
No, you just go full scruff and be like, yeah, I woke up for this, and I'm going back to bed, so, see you later, fuckers.
Okay, full scruff, but you still have the fucking pajama attire.
So anyway, I'll get right on
that. But yeah, it's the thing where it's just like, I don't have the energy for it anymore, and honestly, realistically, because of the way the award shows are more now, to be honest, it's more like E3 too. Just a day, and it's cheaper to produce than doing E3.
Remember E3?
I do. Unfortunately.
What happened to that? Alright, global pandemic.
It was kind of on the downswing anyway, to be fair. But
I think when basically everybody was like, hey, what if we just hosted our own conferences with blackjack and hookers?
Yeah, because they realized that was cheaper, and then they're like, wait a minute. What, we could also just do some of our announcements at this fucking award show because Jeff Keighley will keep saying yes, and we can do that, and it's just a day, and it's way cheaper than putting on these booths and shit and hiring these models to like prance around.
Well, I mean,
and buying them costumes because God, that's a pain in the ass.
People sure did like their booth babes.
They sure did. And that's nothing against them. They honestly chase that bag. You chase that bag, girls. Get that shit. I'm just saying that's why it's not there anymore because they don't want to pay you. That's why you're not at the Game Awards. They don't want to pay for that anymore. But they will pay for some random celebrity to show up and just yuck around on stage and try really hard at reclaiming what happened that one time with Cyberpunk. And it'll be unfunny and cringy, and you will hate it.
Yeah, well, we'll not get a joke as good as Cyberpunk for quite a while. Actually, I say that, we had Starfield come out, but maybe that's the better joke, that nobody remembers Starfield came out.
And nobody
to remember how much of a joke it was.
Yeah. Yeah, no, everyone forgot.
I feel like Starfield was almost like the modern day Daikatana.
I'm not. So the thing is, like I said, I'm not really surprised that it went this way because again, it didn't have because all the original like people at Bethesda who would write shit or the world building crap for it are gone. They're all gone, and you're just left with fucking You're just left with like Todd Howard, who's a hack, and all these really shit writers. So like, it wasn't gonna be good. In fact, they even went. I remember that they put in the fucking the overzealous fan from Oblivion in the game because they're like shit. We can't just pilfer from the writers that don't work here anymore. / the stuff we bought. This is all new. Fuck it. Just put the obsessed fan in there anyway. Fuck. Shit. Also add more loading screens.
Couldn't they have pilfered it though? Because there's some like Outer Worlds that they own, or aren't they all the same company now?
Microsoft owns them both, but
yeah, so they could have just stolen from Outer Worlds. You know, that game that was basically designed to be Fallout in space.
That I don't honestly, I still don't think we're getting Outer Worlds 2.
No, you're definitely not. Why would Microsoft pay to have Fallout at home when they have Fallout at home?
Yeah, I don't think it's happening, which is a shame because I liked Outer Worlds a lot.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying is the Outer Worlds entire thing was built on the.
It's kind of like we won't get Wasteland 3. It's not happening. Wasteland 4, sorry, not 3. Because after Wasteland 3, they bought the studio that made Wasteland 3. We're not getting a 4. I don't think it's happening.
Why make the discount version when you could just make the OG?
I mean, Wasteland is the OG, but
it's not the most popular one.
Exactly. So... I like that we beat up the hyenas just in time to just watch Simba fucking suplex his uncle off a goddamn cliff.
Yeah, well. I remember this being part of Hamlet.
It's okay, I don't remember the part where he gets back up either. Because now he gets his power
down. Up. See, that I believe was in the original Hamlet.
Where he gets the darkness power up.
Yeah.
My dark heart is here for you. Shakespeare.
Sure.
It's okay, I'm just juggling Scar. Scar, you're lucky I can't use drive in this fucking world.
How would you even hold 2 keyblades?
Magic. He's got fire powers now.
It's dark fire.
Darkness.
Dark for Raga, but what makes it dark?
The darkness. Ow, god damn it. Hey Scar, die now and receive a free coffin. Have you considered? Do you know how much coffins cost? They're expensive, man. You'll be saving so much money if you die now. I actually forgot all about this boss fight. I did not remember it.
Yeah, I think you'll like the second version of this.
Not that I'm hating this fight or anything. I just didn't remember it.
I just mean like on the second visit to
I do remember the giant boss from the second visit. I do remember that, and I remember thinking that was cool. But I forgot about the Scar fight completely.
We managed to legal loophole away why Simba can still have his win, because, you know, it's kind of important that he gets his win. But also, you know, so we get a boss fight.
Yeah, you gotta have the boss fight.
You know, some villains are personal enough where it's like, yeah, you can't really have Sora be the one to like beat them on the mental level.
Yeah.
He has to destroy them through violence.
An unspeakable violence!
I think it's pretty speakable violence. Just
There we go. Finally got him. His last bit of health, he was like ducking and weaving, going in the states where I couldn't hit him. It was it took a bit. The bastard did not want to die. You know what, Scar? For that, you don't get your free coffin. That's right. You're gonna have to pay for it.
So what you're saying, Dan, is you were lying.
Yes. I have altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it further. I might just put you in a ditch, actually.
Wrong game. Save that for Birth by Sleep.
You're right. Was that one I probably would do on stream?
Reasonably short. Just
I don't know when I would, because like I said, I know I'm not gonna do another Kingdom Hearts game right after this. Might do another. Might do like a short game or two. There's a couple of things I'm thinking of at the moment, but also what I'm thinking about could change once this game's beaten. Because there's still a good bit of game left in this game.
Well, I mean, we're not even halfway through the game yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is only, you've cleared all of the Disney worlds once. What about doing it twice? And then that's not factoring in all of the, the really long sort of end game. Also, we haven't even done all of the Disney ones because we've still not done Tron.
Yeah, we haven't done Tron yet.
Do you remember Tron?
Nomura
did anybody
did.
see the movie Tron?
Nomura did.
I mean, honestly, glad he did. We got actual Tron back. To be Tron.
It's true. I mean, I think it's cool that he's like, listen, I want this one specific thing because I like it. I genuinely, unironically respect that. No insult, no nothing. I actually like, no, that's kind of cool that you were like, I want this one thing. Yeah, here's all your fan service. This is for me. I actually kind of respect that. Also, I have been playing the Marvel Rivals a good bit with some friends, and I've been having fun with it.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing where if I had friends who were into playing it, I'd probably give it a shot, but I don't. So
Right.
playing game like that, like on your own, is like, that sounds fucking miserable.
Yeah, I have not queued up on my own with it. I've only played with friends. I do like how a lot of the powers are interactive, and there's a lot of like cool shit you can do. But yeah, I honestly, I got a feeling if I play with randos, I would not have like nearly as much fun because people.
Also heard it's pretty predatory monetization schemes.
Not really. It's just like your basic shit.
Yeah.
Like all the characters are free. They're just free, and any new characters come in, they're free. Season pass, the battle pass thing. How this game works is so you can buy like your little battle pass. Like usually have a time limit. If you buy it, beat it whenever you want. There's no time limit.
We'll see, because I'm getting horrible flashbacks to the whole Marvel Snap thing that happened.
I don't even know anything about that one.
Just a lot of dog shit started happening.
I mean, they could. I'm talking about it in its current form. I'm not talking about like future shit. I don't know what they might do in the future.
As I said, if it was it's more of a game of, yeah, if my friends were playing it, I might give it a shot. But unless that happens, I'll just stick to my normal stuff I play with friends.
Which is completely fair. Okay, so it looks like we have episodes at the things going on for next time. We can either go to Twilight Town next time, Hollow Bastion. We could do the Mermaid. I want to do that next time if we have time when Sabo's here. It's funnier if Sabo's here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it today. And then it looks like we have some new
I
Coliseum stuff. It looks like too.
Oh, that reminds me. I won't be here next week. I just realised.
Oh, okay. So probably next week I might just do something random by myself.
Yeah,
If
sorry.
unless I decide not to stream, it depends on what happens next week or how I feel.
Yeah, it's just that I just remembered. Oh, right, now I have a work trip I've got to go on, so
Fair enough.
I will be unavailable.
Probably so next week. So if you're not here next week, that's 19th. I'll probably do maybe a random game. The 26th, I'll probably do something that'll probably just be me because everyone else is probably gonna be doing stuff.
I won't be doing stuff, but
Okay.
the trade-off will be I will have done 2 double shifts on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, totaling to about 24 hours of work over the course of 2 days.
So you'll be asleep.
I'll be tired, but I'll probably be up for maybe hanging out briefly.
Yeah,
but it'll be very much the case of bear in mind I will maybe just crash out and go away.
Okay, so probably not Kingdom Hearts those for the next 2 weeks. I'll either think of something that'll take 2 weeks, or I'll think of 2 games that I can beat in a sitting, and probably do those. All right, let me save the game because I think it's time to leave. Yeah, I'm not even a fucking edgy joke this time. Jeez, we're losing our touch.
To really talk about this.
All
the edgy stuff happened last week.
Yeah, a dead baby. There we go. Saved it.